Alright, welcome back everybody with another quick episode of Now Teslafy FSD, fresh off the updates. I got version 12.5.4.1. Usually these point releases are pretty much a nothing burger. However, sometimes they have fixed some pretty major issues for me, so I'm not going to discount it, but I am going to plan to essentially just have a quick ride for you here. We'll do the full loop, and if anything jumps out, we'll let you know. Otherwise, I will probably 2x, 4x, 8x this, I'm not sure. Speed it up so it's pretty easy for you guys to watch, and we'll see how she does. Called out for some new subs, didn't get any. So if you're watching this, you like my content, you have any questions, comments, hit that subscribe button and like. I really appreciate it. I've been doing it for a few years now. I'm super close. I'm only 78 subs away from 1,000. Really love everybody's help to get me to 1,000. So yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, we're at our first unprotected left. It looked like it was going to go, but then decided to wait for this car that's making a left here. So now it's going to have to wait a little bit longer. This is usually my most, quote, exciting unprotected left. So we can go after this Subaru on the right. Actually, we could go now because there's kind of a turn lane. Okay, and it's jumping like right into the far lane again. So that's fine. But yeah, if we don't see anything else interesting, we'll do a wrap up at the end. Definitely check out chapter notes. I'll put definitely some links for chapters if anything significant happens as well. Alright, beautiful interaction there actually with yielding appropriately. Perfect distance, waited for it to roll, naturally moved right in behind it as I would anybody else that's following that yield appropriately. So it didn't have to move in front of another car like a zipper merge, but nonetheless that was nice and smooth. Coming up to the top of the Pybus challenge, has been acing it recently, getting into the far left lane that we need to be in to make it through the train tracks quite quickly, and even kind of just doing so here, which is a little sloppy, but hey, it will work and is not uncommon for people to do here. So it looks like we're going to get a pass on the top of the loop at the Pybus Market. We'll then turn around and head back over the bridge, which is the only other part really that I'm looking forward to. So far, 0 disengagements, 0 interventions, looking good. So that was a bit weird, a strange blinker, right-hand blinker there. I'm not entirely sure why. Yeah, still getting some blinker shenanigans. We'll let it get into the market here, and maybe we'll even see if it will park itself. I doubt it will because I haven't seen that behavior, but we'll see. All right, actually, this is a new route. We'll see how this does. Oh, well, we can't park here because it's handicapped, but that's like the closest I've seen it to actually doing something. I don't have anybody behind me, so I'm going to see what happens. Nothing. Okay. So, I don't have anybody behind me, but that was pretty good, and it looked like it wanted to angle park there at its destination. So, super interesting. We won't count that against beta, but gosh, as we're getting closer to 10.10, I wonder if Tesla does have something very special for us in store, and these are just minor teasers with these releases, which is still very good, but not robotaxi level quite yet. Almost, man. If it had done that, and then if it could read signs, it would have known that was a disabled parking, and we couldn't park there. So, all right. So I'm gonna get here. I'll get us taking a left, then I will re-engage FSD to continue our typical route. And there we go. So we're rerouted, and let's see what we get on the return trip. So we shouldn't have to break through here. Come on. Not intervening, but I'm definitely going really slow. And it's even giving me a thing now, so pay attention. Oh, now it's apply slight steering. Lame. I was paying attention to the road, and yeah. Anyway, so really slow through there. I didn't intervene. Almost did, because I did have somebody behind me. And man, it's gonna get a gimme here also with probably with this bridge exit, which has been the number one problem left to solve on my test loop. Technically, or I would like for it, I should say, to be in the middle lane of this exit, the outer edge, but as long as it's able to still find a gap. Whoa, and are we going over a line? We are in. Oh my gosh, zero blinker there, so that's bad. That's going to be a thumbs down. There should have been a blinker to move into that lane. There is somebody behind us, but there wasn't a blinker. So, oh, now what is it doing? So we do not need to get into the right-hand lane. So we have more lane change. Yep, more lane change shenanigans. So, again, no intervention, but that's terrible. That's, oh my gosh. It's like the worst. That's like a new driver here. So, again, I didn't have to intervene. It made it, but why? Why the lane change shenanigans? Tesla, if you're watching, let me know. I don't know what to say about that. Again, intervention free, and it was safe. There wasn't any safety issues. I was paying very close attention to the cars around me. But it did drift over that line without a blinker, It should have absolutely had a blinker on, but then it moved into the right-hand lane and then back over to the left. So definitely not what we want to see, but it still technically made it. So that's one of those just really weird scenarios, right? So if I had been a robotaxi passenger, I would have looked up, like if I was looking at my phone, I would have looked up and be like, what's going on? But it also wasn't awkward, and if there was more traffic, it probably would have blocked itself out from getting in the right path, or if we had, somebody irritated with us behind. So I don't know, just a bad traffic sharing, social traffic sharing. I don't know what you call that, but didn't require intervention and wasn't any safety issue. And I was watching it, so we're still technically at an intervention disengagement free drive, which the rest of it should be pretty simple. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, that was actually a really good interaction right there too. Traffic cones for that stupid camper parked on the side, and we have arrived at our destination. Waited appropriately for that car to pass. So I'm going to have to go back and look to verify for sure, but that might have been my very first zero disengagement, zero intervention test loop 1 drive. Gonna have to go back and look. I don't believe I've had another one. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, so like I said with the point release, some like the dot release, right? You can usually have some really good things happen, and I haven't heard much about this rollout. Like, it was a really slow rollout. Not many folks were getting it. Then there was again another almost 3-day rollout or gap between some of the rollouts. I had heard some not so great things, just chatter on X about it. So I thought maybe we were just going to go right to 12.5.6, which just rolled out today. Today is October 11th. No, gosh, why don't I have the date on here? This huge watch, and I don't have a date. That's so weird. It is October. So it is Tuesday, October 8th, and 12.5.6 rolled out today. So expecting such a great performance from dot release is pretty incredible. Really looking forward to some of the other things, but I'm gonna have to run test loop again. I'm gonna have to do that bridge exit a couple of times to see if we can get past some of those shenanigans. I wonder if it was just a strange issue. I wonder if it would have gone through the middle lane if it had gotten into that lane to begin with. A lot of question marks here as far as that goes. So we will have to test and see. But I might end up getting, hopefully, I do hope that I'm going to get 12.5.6 here anytime soon. We've got end-to-end highway with that. Not that I have highway around here too much, but that's a more complete FSD version. And again, with 10.10 just 2 days away, who knows what Tesla has in store for us. But that will wrap it up for this particular video. Thank you all so much again for watching, especially if you made it this far in the video. Special shout out to you. Let me know if you made it to the end of this video in the comments, and of course subscribe. I will shout you out in the next video. In fact, if you comment that you've made it to the end of the video in this particular video, I'll give you an extra special shout out in my next FSD video. Again, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Now Tesla 5.
Oh.